Julia turned her face into the hot Santa Ana wind, which had swept in as if it owned the place, whipping the linen curtains, aerating the small room like a cook whisking cream. Beyond were masses of white peaks rising from the blue Pacific, a fearsome force that could turn bleak and threatening in a moment, or mournful, or sparkling with promise. She'd seen every one of those moods during her ship's March 1944 passage into the unknown. On those far shores, her life had really begun, which was to say, she began to live, even amid the darkness that was World War II. It was in Asia that her taste buds came alive, all her senses, to be frank. Every day was a discovery. Here, from her desk, where a characterless computer had replaced her trusty old Royal, she filled her lungs with the tangy scents of sage, eucalyptus, jasmine, and sweet peas, which transported her to the Kunming flower circle and the outdoor market where she'd bought the garter belt and stockings. Shocking, wasn't it? Not what you'd expect from Julia Child. However had she become an icon? That had surprised even her. To her audiences, she was a dear friend, a favorite teacher, or an aunt. They invited her into their homes and watched her television show, tried her recipes. It was her great pleasure to have been part of their lives, shared her passion for good French food, and wished them bon appétit. They told her they felt as if they knew her. But they knew Julia Child, the French chef. That was her creation. Julia McWilliams was a born performer, and writer and director, producing costume dramas in her family's Pasadena attic. The lanky leader of the neighborhood pack, Julia was well cast as a buccaneer, less so the delicate romantic lead. Then, too, there was the voice, inherited, like her height, from Mother Caro. The way it swooped and fluttered entirely out of her control, well, it used to pain her no end, until Paul advised her to relax and simply be. To know you is to love you, he'd told her eons ago in China, when he finally came to see her charms. Her husband had been her rock and inspiration, until a long illness carried him away. With him went half her heart. The other half, surprisingly, continued to beat, and she continued to be Julia Child,